Alright boys, first on the NA version of the game, we kind of had the surprise with Dantes and Summer Jean coming back for the NA version after their summer event. JP just got their jump scare banner, with Summer 6 getting a full rerun of all of the servants coming back on this one banner for the Summer 7 event, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. But if you have not left a like on the video and subscribed to the channel by this point, what are you doing, bro? I upload daily FGO content. What are you doing? Hop aboard the, I guess, ZTL content train as we're going to call it. But also, if you want to see me play FGO live, I do that every weekday starting around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be on my Twitch, which is linked down in the description down below. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into this video topic. And yeah, this is absolutely crazy. The fact that, like, we already had a murderer's row of really good banners this year. I mean, Lady Avalon is an extremely good art support type servant. Then banner 2, you have Ibuki, who's like the best AoE art servant in the game, paired with like the best, if not the second best, art DPS servant in the game. And then you also have Summer Scotty, who is absolutely ludicrous for quick setups, not only being the support but can also be the farmer. It just got really ludicrous really fast. And then they're also like, hey man, you still got enough Saint Quartz over there? Alright, good, because here comes Kama and Okita Alter. Now, as far as like, should you summon on these banners, that's going to be a little, I guess, contentious, right? Because obviously since Ibuki came out, Ibuki's pretty much definitively the best AoE art servant in the game. There's some people having discussions about Kama, and hey, I guess if you're one of those people, you could put your money where your mouth is and now summon for Summer Kama. But I guess that's kind of why they threw her out here as well. But she's also insanely popular, so I imagine that's another reason they also tossed her out here. But even if, like, let's say you've already got Ibuki over there, let's say you pulled Summer Scotty, Okita Alter is one of the best AoE quick servants in the game, and so now you can summon for the support, and now a really good looper if you don't want to just only use Summer Scotty, because Summer Scotty for the most part is going to get the job done as your looper. But maybe you want to Saber, maybe you just really like Okita Alter, she's definitely going to get the job done for you. And then if you just didn't have enough art DPS servants to deal with, you know, you just didn't get enough from Eris, you have Anastasia and Corday here, who are both absolutely phenomenal arts DPS servants, you know, if you need an archer or a caster to get the job done. Then you also have Canis, who's probably like the most mid servant on the banner, but even this, I mean, like, check it out, like, she's still got everything you would want a servant to have. Like, keep in mind, this is probably the most quote-unquote mid-servant here, but the fact that she's giving herself an attack buff, the fact that she is buffing her card types, bombing stars, and then also has some metric for survivability in the guts and jetting crit stars every single turn, it's pretty insane. And like, yeah, you do want to have her on a water side battlefield, but that just gives you extra stars, right? Like, nothing slapping a 20-30 on one of your supports couldn't rectify if you're not fighting on water side. And then her NP lets her stack crit damage, right? So she has pretty much everything she needs already built into her kit. Like, so yeah, like when we're talking about like, oh yeah, this is like the most quote-unquote mid-servant on the banner, even she's insanely good. And then Say over here, on her NP has 3 different special damage mods. I mean, if you need a quick DPS, you know, maybe because you just pulled the Summer Scotty and you're looking for a quick DPS to kind of be able to use with her, I mean, you can bring her to fight Lawful, Shadow Servant, or Man Attribute enemies. Now, I don't know how much you're going to be taking advantage of things like the Shadow Servant one, because typically you only fight Shadow Servants in farming setups, and as you can see, she is a single target servant. So I don't really know what farming nodes you'll be using that for. There's probably some random node where there's like a big Shadow Servant in the middle, right? Like, surely we'll get something like that that she can be good for, or maybe that'll be like some really big Shadow Servant boss fight or something, I don't know. But the Lawful and the Man Attribute are very good on both of those fronts, and you can double dip into both of them to get even more damage. So all of these guys are absolutely insane, right? And like, it almost begs the question of like, how are you going to spend your Saint Quartz when Summer 7 comes around on the NA version of the game? Because all I'm saying is that as someone who's playing JP, I'm like, dude, I don't have enough Saint Quartz, right? Like, things are running a little thin. But if you're on the NA version of the game, I mean, these are 4 banger banners and 5 different 5 stars that are all extremely good. I believe all of them were actually in the top tier this year for the tier list. Like, all 5 of the 5 stars that are going to be available, you know, Lady Avalon, Ibuki, Scotty, and now Okita Alter Saber, and Kama Avenger, are all like absolute like S-tier gods in the game. And it's almost like you might want to start saving up now. I mean, I know that might sound a little bit ridiculous, but think about how much you save for like 1 5-star, right? Or maybe even 2 5-stars, right? This is 5 of them back to back to back with like pretty much no break in between. I mean, the banners between the initial 3 Summer 7 banners was just a few days apart, right? So they're gonna like start coming out really fast, and then this is like, I think what was like a week later or something along those lines. It's gonna be absolutely insane. I mean, not even that. The CEs on here aren't bad either. If we scroll down, this one gives you 2 instances of invincibility. Can be very, very good on your solo servants. Can be very good if you're trying to kind of manipulate around fighting some boss or something, right? Can be very strong for that. Getting a sure hit CE can be very good for your account, because sometimes it's just really nice to be able to smack on permanent sure hit, or especially like the permanent pierce invincibility if you can get the Altera CE from the Gold Prism shop. Stuff like that can be very, very useful. This one particularly is kind of good because at least the Altera one's a 5-star CE. Maybe you don't have the team cost for it. This one's only a 4-star, so you can kind of use it in more team comps. It's not as harsh on, you know, restricting what you're able to do. Things like this can just be very, very good to have. And it just makes this like summer absolutely particularly crazy. And keep in mind, we're not done yet. Like, we're not out of the woods, because the event goes away on the 31st. They usually drop a data download on every Wednesday, right? This just dropped Sunday night, Monday morning, right? So we might get more stuff. I don't know if it's going to be a part 2. I would pray it is not another banner. We do not need, like, because we already have the 3 summer guys. Then I mean, I say summer guys, but then yeah, we have the guys banner, and then now we have this. Like, things are a little redonkulous over here. So I don't know. Is it worth summoning on this banner? Absolutely. All of these servants are absolutely insane. And even though I think that Ibuki is better than Kama Avenger, is it bad to have Kama Avenger? No, she's insanely good. The fact that she can smack a special damage mod onto anybody because she gets extra damage against charmed people is pretty dummy insane, right? Okita Alter Saber, just like a generically really, really OP AoE quick servant. Again, we kind of talk about the other guys as well. Like, they're all just really insane. It's not like getting any one of these guys is bad, right? They're all insanely good. It's just, I don't know, if you're on the NA version of the game, start stockpiling now, because you're definitely going to need it. But let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below, and particularly let me know if you took a shot at any of these servants over here. I mean, I know that most people have to be completely drained of being able to, you know, summon on this banner, because we just had 3 back-to-back bangers of banners, and then now you have this. I can't imagine anybody really has any Saint Quartz available, especially with how annoying it is to purchase Saint Quartz on the JP version of the game. It's still possible, but you gotta jump through a couple of hoops to do it, and that doesn't seem like a lot of people are really interested in trying to do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I don't know, during the 7th anniversary live stream, they were talking about how they wanted to lighten up on doing rerun content, and they wanted to focus more on just doing new content. And I don't know, maybe this is the way they're going to go about doing it. Like, instead of just doing a whole Summer 6 rerun, maybe they're going to push it off, make it a main interlude later on down the line so you can still get the free-to-play. But maybe they are just really pushing for newer content, you know? Because maybe this just seems like a way that they're just like, well, we're not going to redo Summer 6, we're just going to drop the banner, and then we'll make it a main interlude later if you really want to get Da Vinci Ruler. So, I don't know, that's also just a thought that I've been having, kind of noticing how they've been doing a lot of these rerun banners. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below as well. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace. Late, guys.